Hi, I'd like to start this video with a quote that I really enjoy from Dwight D. Eisenhower, who said, "In preparing for battle, I have always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable." And not to equate your home buying journey to a battle, but it is possible that you will be competing for an attractive house. When you're in those situations, it is absolutely more helpful if you've done some strategic planning in advance. So this is Christine Atkinson with Columbine Mortgage, and this is your March Timely Topic, where we are going to dive into what you need to do to prepare for the spring buying season. The first one is obvious. You need to spend a little time getting pre-approved and having an initial consultation. And some of the key points there is not only understanding what payment that you would like to have for the new house, but also where your stretch is in case you find yourself needing to up it a little bit. The other would be on the funds side of things. So there's the funds that you have targeted for the purchase, but again, also good to understand if you have any additional resources that you could tap if needed. All of this leads back to kind of some of the costs that would be associated with a purchase, which are good to understand before you are standing in the house of your dreams. So everyone, I think, is familiar with down payment and closing costs and what those are, but it is good to understand what the minimum down payment is in case we need to flex the loan a little versus the down payment you're planning. One of the ways that you might need to tap into that is if you're required to offer more than the list price in order to win because you are competing, and then the seller asks you to cover the appraisal gap. And that would be the difference between what you offer and the list price. You don't have to necessarily bring in those additional funds if you have room to roll them into the loan by adjusting the loan structure. This can have just a minor impact to your payment without having to bring in additional funds, and is frankly what most everybody chooses to do if they have the room to do it. The next thing that you might encounter is with the advent of the changes with NAR from last year, it is possible that you will hit a seller that is not offering to pay your broker's commission. Now, those people have worked very hard for you and obviously deserve to be compensated. And so you may find yourself in a position where you either have to provide all of their commission or at least a portion of it. And again, it's at this point that we want to understand the flexibility in your payment and also available funds to have that covered. We're really great at this and walking through an initial consultation and enabling you to have a strategic plan before you head out. So reach out if I can be of any help. Take care.